Oh boy, what is going on, LBHT crew? We are back, like we promised. We actually came through on a promise this time.
That's right. Every time. Oh, you talking
Yeah,
about?
man. Yeah. All right. So, round one of the NBA playoffs has concluded. Right, that was the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dallas and the Clippers just finished it off.
Yes, Mikey, we are working today. Yes, we are. Look, man, it's a lot going on, right? We got a lot to talk about. We didn't get a chance to really go over the early departure of the Lakers. So we want to discuss that. I know he's shaking his head over there. He doesn't want to discuss it. But it's not just about them being bounced early, right? It's about what the future holds for this team. So we kind of want to touch on that. Obviously, we're going to talk about my Nets. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Nets. All right. Very good performance, impressive game one performance from them yesterday without Harden.
Yeah. And Harden's out for game two as well.
Yeah. And we're going to discuss the game that just ended today. The Clippers just won game 7 against the Mavs. I'm surprised that they pulled it out.
Yeah.
So we're going to discuss that. And the Sixers, they made the game respectable. They were getting blown out early, and then they came back and almost pulled off the comeback. But
they came storming back a little bit. They got to within 2, actually, I think, at one point. But they just couldn't really they couldn't keep it going.
Yeah. Okay, what are you looking at there, B?
No, got an alert.
Got an alert?
Yeah. No, just a YouTube comment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ice Tray. That's right. Ice Tray. Okay, so all right, where do you want to start? I guess we start with the Lakers.
Yeah. Obviously that's a pretty disappointing end to the season. That's not what they were looking for. With LeBron and AD coming back, and they added Dennis Schroeder, and they added Montrezl Harrell, they added Marc Gasol. They got some nice growth from Taylor Horton Tucker. Kyle Kuzma got that new deal, so they're thinking, time to repeat.
Yeah.
But injuries to LeBron and Anthony Davis, even Schroeder missed some time towards the end of the season, and it's just they couldn't really recover from it.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty much what it comes down to. They just weren't healthy enough in time, and AD hurting his groin. I mean, it was already going to be a uphill battle, just them playing where they were at in terms of their health. But hurting that groin, you know what it was when he couldn't go in that game 6. It wasn't looking good, and by the time that first quarter was up, they were down like almost 30 points. You know what I mean? Mikey wants to know, why wasn't Montrez playing?
I mean, look, he didn't bring enough to the table, really. I mean,
yeah. I think this team focused a little too much on defense, if we're being honest. They needed some more scoring options for this very reason. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just be AD and LeBron bringing in all the scoring. You got to have that third option.
They definitely needed shooters. I mean, because Schroeder can score a bit. He gets about 15 a game or whatever, and that's fine. But he's not a good 3-point shooter. Right. Kuzma's not a good 3-point shooter. Like, the best that they have are just kind of respectable. Wesley Matthews is a little better than that, but he doesn't really bring much else to the table, so you don't want him out there all the time. Same with Ben McLemore. He's a all right 3-point shooter, but he doesn't. He's not a guy that you want to play heavy minutes.
Right.
They built the team without taking the 3-point shot into account, really. And it came back to bite them.
Yeah. So I mean, that's that. Look, season's over. It's the first time LeBron loses in the first round. But look, where do they go from here? He's turning 37 next year. Is this it, or did they make another run?
Most of the guys on the team are free agents.
Yeah.
The team has $102 million tied up in LeBron, Anthony Davis, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Kyle Kuzma. So, they don't have enough money to just go and sign somebody in free agency. So really, they're going to have to package Kuzma along with Caldwell Pope and probably Montrezl Harrell. And if they do that, they can get somebody like Bradley Beal if Washington were willing to give him up, right? Like they could bring in a big name player, but they got to burn up the phones, man, because they've got a lot of holes to fill.
So we'll be on here for a while. We'll see if the LBHT crew comes through. I know this is a pop-up stream. I want to see how many of them what they think about Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard. There's a lot of talk about Dame Dollar, Dame Dimes, right? Dropping dimes. What's he gonna do this offseason? They got eliminated as well. Nobody's really expecting them to win. As one series does. Yeah. And we debated a few times on this show the caliber of player Damian Lillard is. I think he's an excellent player. He's a player that just plays with no expectations. He's not an elite player. He's an elite scorer. He's not an elite, he's not top 5. I don't even put him top 7 player. When you're at that level, you have expectations, right? There are expectations that come along with it. And our man Ferris is in the house. Oh man, Ferris says Sixers are some frauds. Wow.
One Sixer in particular.
I mean, look, we'll get to that in a second. But Damian Lillard is at that point where he has to start either demanding that they get help or demand a trade. He's 30 years old. He hasn't come close to winning a title. And if you want your name to be remembered, you have to win a ring. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the business, right? And he's not even, it doesn't even seem like he's trying to do that. So we'll see this offseason what kind of demands he makes, but he should be forcing that team to do something one way or another.
Fair said, Dame's going to look good in the Knicks orange and blue. Okay, I mean, look, we can talk about that now. Like the reports are 6 or 7 teams are already looking to make an offer for Dame. And the Knicks, Clippers, and Heat were named specifically among that group. In New York, what are you going to give up? You giving up R.J. Barrett, quickly, Obi Toppin picks, and trying to pair Damian Lillard just with Julius Randle? Because I don't think that's going to go well.
They'll have to make some more moves. I mean, it can happen. Let me say this. It can happen, right? If he says, send me to New York, that's where I want to go, they'll find a way to make it happen. Now it's a matter of, okay, you have Dame Lillard and you have Julius Randle. What else are you going to add to that team? And Mikey had a couple things I want to point out. Dennis, he's talking about Dennis Schroeder might have missed out on $80 million with the Lakers. Yeah, he's not getting that with the Lakers.
But Dennis will be just fine. He'll hit free agency and he'll get that money. Yeah, it just won't be in LA probably. And he also made a point about Damian Lillard. They should mutually want to move on. Portland should go get what they can for him. Dame, it's time to move on. Yeah, it's time to move on. But like I said, man, Dame is in a safe space, and he's at a place where he's not being judged really. He's not being criticized, and he gets nothing but praise on him. And when he doesn't win, it's just, the team's just not good enough. Yeah. It's never his fault. So I mean, it's a safe space for him. Ferris said Hawks dropped 128. They didn't drop 128 against those miserable Knicks. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. What's up, Mr. J? Thanks for coming through.
Mr. J, thank you for coming through to the live stream. I hate it when players like Luka give it their all while trying to get their teammates involved, drop 40 plus on the top defender and still lose. Now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about our man Luka. Forced the game 7, man, and man, Luka's an amazing player. Yeah. He's just an amazing player.
He needs to get on the same plan that Joel Embiid needs to get on, though. Get that conditioning up, but also they need to provide to get a reliable number 2 for him.
Yeah, but Mark Cuban is aggressive in that way. He'll find a way to do it. All right. He has his star. Oh, Keeping It Real is in the house. Make sure you guys subscribe to Keeping It Real. He covers the NBA thoroughly as well. I mean, he's been on top of it. My man, I've been watching these videos, man. Like you stay on top of these games. So appreciate you coming through. Miami should be doing what they can to get Dame. Except everyone except Jimmy and Bam should be considered in a trade. I think you would have to give up Bam probably to get Dame. But
I don't think so. Because like you said, if he comes out and says, "Hey, this is where I want to go," that they'll be able to get it done. You don't get equal value in trades like that. And Dame is 30. Bam is still his early 20s, I believe. So I don't think that they'll get him. Go ahead and give up Tyler Harrow and Duncan Robinson and a couple other guys.
Some picks or something like that.
Yeah.
It could happen. Look, you're never going to get equal value for a star when he's ready to go. That's just a fact. But they should be going out there trying to get him. Now the question is, if they do get him, it's Dame, Bam, and Jimmy Butler. What are the expectations for that team?
I'll tell you exactly what the expectations are for that team: losing to Brooklyn in 7 in the conference finals.
Hey, you know what? But I think that's respectable. I think if they did that, if they pushed that Brooklyn team, especially all three of them are healthy, to Game 7, I'll give Dame his props.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't mean that as kind of a diss to them or anything. Like, you're in a space where Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie are playing together. It's going to be extraordinarily difficult to put together a better team than that.
Yeah. Davon Johnson in the house. Thank you for coming through, my man. Appreciate you. Ferris says every top free agent has been connected to the Knicks for the past 10 years. It's not happening. Well,
but he's not a free agent, so there you go.
Yeah, the thing with the Knicks, man, it's all it's all on your owner, right? It's all James Dolan. I think he relies too much on just the lure of New York Knicks basketball and everybody wants to play in the Garden. Like, nah, man, like you need more than that, right? Nobody's going to just go to New York just because. Like, you have to show them something.
Everybody does want to play in the Garden, but they want to be the visitor.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And it sucks because you do have a competitive team right now. You have some building blocks or some trading pieces. Like, you have some things to advance to the next level, but I just don't think James Dolan's going to get it done.
Right.
Keenan Ricketts is here. Yeah. He says,
who's beating Brooklyn? Nobody.
No one. Look, I was a little nervous about the Bucks, man, because Giannis is one of those guys, man. Like, Giannis could take over a game. We have nobody to defend him whatsoever. He can get any shot he wants. If he just wants to stay in the paint and dunk it, he can do that too. Like, nobody's going to stop him. But it just didn't matter. And, and Harden went down yesterday. I haven't heard any updates on him. Not sure how serious it is. I know
it doesn't sound serious. Like they say, he's gonna miss Game 2, but it sounds like he should be fine. I see a Philly fan says Dame will end up in Philly. Mikey, I don't know if he's actually a Philly fan, but
no.
But that's the only way I can see somebody saying that.
But coaches, you know what, Mikey, man, do me a favor, send Coach a link. I told him I sent him a link when we would stream, but I went ahead and set up, so I can't send it to him right now. Send it to him because he wanted to get in here and rant about his Sixers.
I caught the end of the race. I put it on when they were under the red flag, and then I caught the last couple laps, so I saw some replays of it.
Oh, you're talking about F1 racing?
Yes.
Yeah. Ferris and Brodny are trying to start a revolution, an F1 racing revolution here.
Listen, the revolution done started. All right, you behind.
I'm gonna get into it. It seems interesting. Ferris says Giannis in 7. Yeah, okay, man. All right, okay. There will be no Game 7. This might be another 5-game series. Right. We'll see how the next game goes. If they make it closer, at least maybe it goes 7 games, maybe 6. But
I'm giving them 6 just because Giannis is a 2-time MVP. Chris Middleton can play. They have a lot of talent there. It's just they don't have enough to win a series against Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Mike, I know you're not a Philly fan. He says ship Simmons to Portland so he can take over for Dame, not playing with expectations. Actually, that's a great idea. Portland is a perfect place for Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons does not care about basketball enough. No. And that would be the perfect market for him to go to, and nobody will criticize him. Nobody will ask him to take any shots. right? He can just play the type of basketball he wants, and he'll be happy over there.
Listen, Ben Simmons he's an extremely talented player, right? He scored 17 points today. He was 7 for 7.
Yeah.
In a game they lost by 4.
Yeah.
What are you doing out there? Like, are you keeping track of the score while the game's going on? Like, they need you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
he
nah.
doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's like, look, I don't care how often you scream at me to shoot the ball. I'm not gonna shoot it. 7 shots. That's all you
7
took.
shots.
And they were blowing you out. Like, they needed somebody to take the game over. That's why I feel he's not gonna win, man. It's just it sucks because Embiid is that dude. They should have kept Jimmy Butler, right? You needed somebody that can just take over a game or get you back in the game when you're down like that. It can't be all in Embiid. Yeah. And like Ben Simmons, he's not that guy. You don't need him. The things that he can do well, he can do a lot of things well. He is a good player, but the things that he can do well, you don't need that. You can get that from someone else. You need some scores. Yeah. So, all right. So, what other games do we not discuss? I mean, Utah. I mean, where's that series at?
Yeah. So, the Utah series, they're getting ready to play the Clippers. They've got the Clippers in round 2. Yeah. Honestly, I think the Clippers got a great shot at coming out of the West now. I think they're my pick to come out of the West.
I don't know, man. Will they beat Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll beat Phoenix. Listen, I know it's going to sound like I'm bitter or hating or whatever, but Phoenix wouldn't have got out of the first round if the Lakers were healthy. That's just what it is.
I agree, but they're not going to. I mean, the Clippers aren't the Lakers. Healthy. They're not healthy Lakers.
No, they're not a healthy Lakers, but the Clippers playing up to their potential are a much better team than the Suns.
Look, outside of Luka, there's nobody on that Mavs team that's really threatening you like that. And it went to Game 7. The Suns got more firepower than the Mavs do.
They've got more firepower, but they also don't have anybody as good as Luka.
No, but they got a lot of good. I mean, they got some guys that are close, man. Like Devin Booker is really good. Chris Paul is still really good. I'm taking the Suns. I'm taking the Suns.
Well, the Suns have to get by Denver before they even worry about the Clippers.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Okay, calm down. All right, calm down. But no, I'm taking I think the Clippers get out of the West.
Ferris, you're all over the place. Your opinions are no longer valid. Okay, you are all over the place. First it was Giannis 7. Now you're saying Suns and Brooklyn's final. Okay, you're disqualified from this conversation. Another round for Joe Ingles versus PG. Okay. Yeah.
We gotta stop Joe Ingles from being a thing, man.
Yeah. Davon says Suns with CP3 will be better, right? Yeah. Man. Yeah. Keenan Ricketts says Clippers versus Nets. He's got Nets in 6. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with it also, Keenan.
Yeah. Keeping It Real says the Clippers are the most talented team left in the West. It'll be tough, but if they play to their potential, then they have a great shot to get out of the West. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it, but I'm picking the Suns. I do not see Utah going.
Yeah, but let's talk about the Philly and Atlanta series. Who you got in that one?
Oh, who do you have in that one? That's a good question. I mean, I had Philly, but now I don't know. But the way they almost came back.
But the Sixers are, they're so heartless, man. Like, Embiid dodoesn't look like he's 100%. Obviously, he was, he was limping around out there.
Still had Ben Simmons. Points.
He did. No, he played really well, but he needs some help, right? And if Ben Simmons just isn't going to care, I don't see them winning that series. Like, I'm not going to count on Tobias Harris every night.
Yeah.
I'm not going to count on 21 from Seth Curry every night.
Yeah.
So
Ferris says Hawks in 5. Davon says Atlanta.
No, man. Not 5.
Keenan says Atlanta. Mikey says Atlanta won't win another game in this series. Okay. Mikey says that's it for Atlanta. They had their one win. They had their Allen Iverson moment. Okay, that's it now.
Tell me again, he's not a Sixers fan.
He's not a Sixers fan. You're not serious.
We got embarrassed at home. Now we went in 4 straight, and we getting
They
dinged.
won. They lost by 4 points.
They did.
They
They
lost by 4
did.
points. That's not embarrassing. They almost
It was
made the
pretty
comeback.
embarrassing how it happened. Like they let them come back in the end, but it was pretty embarrassing.
I mean, yeah. If you let Jensen
Sam
to
Cook,
tell you,
man.
they got the break. Oh, Sam Cook.
Sam Cook.
Sam Cook is here. What's going on? We got a Sam Cook sighting.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul gonna knock out Mayweather. Again, I had to correct you like I corrected. I can't remember who it was earlier in the live stream. That cannot happen because knockouts are not allowed in this fight. So if you are
Rules said
planning,
so.
yes, if you are planning on buying this pay-per-view, don't do it. And let's
Yeah.
talk. Let's talk. Like don't buy the pay-per-view. It is not an actual fight. It is just an exhibition. Right? There are no knockouts allowed. I'm not even sure if knockdowns are allowed. Right? I'm not 100% sure about that. In fact, what time is that fight supposed to start? 8:00?
I think the card starts at 8. Yeah. I
Okay.
believe.
All right, Mikey. I ain't forget about you. I'm gonna hit you up in a little bit. But yeah. I'm not sure if knockdowns are allowed. And there's not going to be any official scoring. So there's not going to be an official winner one way or another. It's just going to be up to the opinion of the crowd, I guess. Right? Are they going to do like they did Tyson and Roy Jones, where they had some like fan scoring or something like that,
I don't know.
and it came out to be a draw?
Of course.
Yeah. So that's what it's going to be.
Mr. J says Sun's wing depth is nothing to sleep on. Booker playing like the way he has. Cam Johnson getting hot from 3.
Yeah.
Bridges growing into a 2-way star. Torrey Craig being a decent 3-and-D, and Crowder.
Yes.
Which one of those guys are you going to depend on with Paul George on him?
All of them
None
in the
of them.
playoffs.
Not a single one.
Paul George
Not
can only
a single one.
Paul George can only guard one of them.
Yeah, no. I'm saying Kawhi is going to be. I assume Kawhi will be on Booker for at least if he starts getting hot, and then that still leaves another elite perimeter defender to lock down your extremely average wing players, extremely average wing role players.
All right, but then you still got to deal with Chris Paul.
Do you?
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
I mean, yes. Look, I mean,
History would suggest that no, you do not. That's all I'm saying. History would suggest that no, you do not need.
The same goes for Paul George, especially when you're talking about defending somebody in the playoffs.
He's fine defensively. He just ain't gonna make them shots. I mean, that was the same. That was the same thing today. He didn't make his shots today either.
Tell that to Lillard.
Oh, listen. You're not. Don't come to me about Lillard. I told you what it is for Lillard. Right? Lillard has been the biggest martyr in the NBA.
Keita says he's not sold on Ben Simmons, and Embiid can't stay healthy. Yeah, you shouldn't be sold on Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is what he is, and unfortunately, Embiid, it sucks. He balls out in the playoffs, but he can't stay healthy. King Bird 56, what's going on, man? Brooklyn win the whole thing. That's right. Don't you forget it. Davon, Mayweather and Logan Paul are playing tag tonight. I'm messing with you, Sam Cook. Attitude Pop, what's going on, man? What's going on? Trey Porzingis, how you go from averaging 30 a game to just being trash this year? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Porzingis, man.
I thought he was going on with him.
It's just injuries?
It's injuries. He's not the same guy he was. He's just not.
No, he just isn't, man. So they're gonna have to get more. When they first got him, I thought, man, that's gonna be a problem. But
I thought the Knicks handed them a championship. But
yeah. Davon, I also want to see Ocho Cinco fight. If you guys don't know, on the undercard of Mayweather and Logan Paul, Chad Johnson, aka Chad Ocho Cinco, will be fighting. I can't even remember the guy's name. I just looked it up.
Brian Maxwell.
Brian Maxwell sounds right. MMA pro fighter. Technically, he's a pro fighter, I guess. His record suggests that maybe he should go back down to amateur, but they will be doing a boxing match, and I want to see it. I want to watch it.
Mikey says KP is stealing. He's not stealing. He's showing up to work every day. He's just not what they thought they paid for. That's not on him.
He said, "I didn't ask to come here. I was good to take." He said, "I was good taking money from the Knicks, but y'all traded for me." I was just fine stealing money from them. I had no beef with y'all, and y'all went and messed that up. Mm-hmm. They've said Chad's footwork is like that. Okay, we're gonna find out. Sweet feet. Isn't that what you call them? So sweet feet.
God.
Yeah. Sweet feet.
Chad getting knocked out. Chad getting knocked out in one.
Man, he looks good. He looks ripped. That other dude.
That's cool. That's great.
I'm taking Chad in that. I'm not, and I don't think there's a no knockdown rule in that one. I think Chad might go for the knockout. I got Chad Johnson in that.
Ferris says he thinks the Knicks won that trade. I honestly don't even remember who all was in that trade. Was that the DeAndre Jordan trade?
No, that was I don't know. Who did they get?
I don't know, but they gave up Porzingis and Tim Hardaway. They got a couple picks back. I want to say they got DeAndre Jordan as well. What's up, Godson? What's up, Eric L?
Eric L, what's going on? Thank you for coming back, man. Yeah, we
see, thank you, Eric. This is exactly what I said. Eric is on it, man.
Look, I didn't say, there's no way they could win it. I'm just picking the Suns.
Just flashing back to them days when they had Amare and Nash, and you were hoping so hard they could make it. It ain't gonna happen.
But Eric, you're wrong. Kawhi will not be winning the Finals MVP because losers do not win Finals MVPs.
Wow.
Okay,
Mr. Jerry,
it's gonna be KD. It's gonna be KD. Well, yeah. It's going to be KD because Brooklyn is winning the whole thing. Look, I obviously wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers made it, right? Yeah. Not at all. But, I just feel like the Suns are going to do it.
He's not winning finals.
And, of course, Godson, man, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through, Godson.
It's going to Jimbo Slice.
Jimbo Slice.
That's right.
If he comes back. Jimbo Slice, if you guys don't know. If you guys don't know, Jimbo Slice. In fact, let's see how much you watch the show. If you know who Jimbo Slice is, not you, Ferris, type the name in the chat. If you know who Jimbo Slice is, yes, Honey Bun. Jimbo Slice and Honey Bun are the same person. If you know who that is, type it in the chat. I want to see.
Says, they got DeAndre Jordan, Courtney Lee, Dennis Smith Jr., and 2 firsts. Now you still lost that trade. You still lost it.
That's right.
Because they got Porzingis and Tim Hardaway Jr. in that deal.
Yeah, man. Davon got it. Yep. Kingberg got it too. James Harden. Yep. It's Harden. Yep. Keenan Ricketts got it. Davon said, I knew that honey bun was coming. Pause. It was during the overtime show. If you guys aren't familiar with it, if you're new here, first of all, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right. Yeah. But if you don't know about the overtime show, right above me, you got patreon.com/LBHT show, right? You sign up as little as $3 a month. You got $3 tier and a $10 tier. Both of those tiers will get you access to our overtime show, which is every Wednesday night, right after our main show, which starts at 7 p.m. Right? We go for about an hour 15 minutes. And then we go over to the overtime show and we talk about anything and everything. And yes, we did not a whole show, but we spent a good amount of time looking up nicknames for a bunch of NBA players, some of your favorite NBA players. And
such as, like Sarah said, World Be Flat.
Like World Be Flat. I think that's an easy one. Yes. Yeah, The Servant. What some other ones? Yes,
El Niño Maravilla.
Yes. There's
AKA Cool Hand Luca.
Yes. Also
the little Emperor LeBron James.
That's right. Yeah, the little Emperor. What was it? There was another corny one. There's another person named Honey something. Who was it? Big Honey.
Big Honey.
Big Honey.
Jokic. Yeah. Don't let anybody ever call you anything but the Joker ever.
Taco
again.
J. The Akron Hammer. Yes, the Akron Hammer. I actually like that one. Okay, so who else? So we I think we covered everybody. Denver's playing
Phoenix. I think Phoenix gets by Denver. I would like to see Denver win. I like Jokic a lot, but I think Phoenix is just a better team than them.
Yeah.
We talked about Utah and the Clippers. Obviously, I'm picking the Clippers since I'm picking them to come out of the West.
Yeah, Kingberg got one more name for you. Flop James.
Good Lord. Hating.
I love Kingberg,
man. Bucks going down in 6, and I'm taking Atlanta in 7.
Whew, man, I still want to pick Philly, to be honest. I want to pick Philly. I I don't know if Embiid's going to hold up for 7 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and even if he does, he's already not at 100%, and
He's not.
his boy Ben has no interest in helping out.
Man, I think they are a better team than the Hawks, though. You
Yeah,
know,
no doubt.
it's not a question of are they better. They are a better team, but if Embiid's not healthy, man, they really don't have a shot.
Yeah,
Man,
and to get that kind of game from him today and still lose, it's got to hurt.
I honestly don't want to make a pick today. I'm being scared. I don't want to make a pick today because I can't bring myself to say Atlanta will win.
Messed up.
I'm going Philly. I'm going Philly. Philly in 7, man. Philly in 7. Attitude Pop says Stephen A. always be saying Ben Simmons is a jump shot away from being LeBron 2.0. I mean, he can do everything else LeBron can do, but shoot. But y'all agree or disagree? No, he can't do everything.
Well, first off, not being able to shoot is a massive deal. All right, that's like
70% of it.
That's not like saying, oh man, he can do everything LeBron can do if he could just work on setting screens. No, it's not like that. You're talking about shooting from anywhere that doesn't have paint on it. Yeah. He's awful at it. So no,
he can't even shoot free throws.
And then and even if he learned how to shoot, he doesn't have the mentality.
Like, you can't even shoot free throws. You don't do anything else. But sometimes a layup. Sometimes you do the layup. I mean, you're talking about a guy that, 7 for 7. That tells me that team said don't even bother sticking him. He's not. He's not going to shoot. Right? Yeah. Like, okay, if he gives you, if he makes 5, 6, 7 shots, that's not going to hurt us. Just let him get his shots. He's not going to do anything else.
They do need to do him like they did young LeBron before he developed a shot, which is just back off of him and make him make the shots over and over and over again.
I wouldn't even waste time to do it.
Yeah.
Because he ain't going to learn this series.
No.
Right? He ain't going to learn this series. I just be like, no, go ahead and take that shot. Yeah, Mike says he likes the Hawks. They're fun to watch. He said if Philly plays like they did, like they ended the game, they won't lose another game. Yeah, true.
Hey, Mikey, are you a Sixers fan?
No,
I'm just wondering. I'm just still wondering. But listen, man, we can't just focus on that, right? Because they played the first 3 quarters in a different way.
Wait, Bird. I think. He said Brooklyn's about to be. He said, no, you meant the Bucks. The Bucks are about to be.
Yeah, he corrected it. So.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, Brooklyn? You didn't see the first game? Yeah. Giannis can't shoot. I like Giannis too. You know what I like about Giannis? Unlike Ben Simmons, he's willing to take the shot. Right? He's not a great shooter, but he'll shoot the 3 if he has to get his team back in. He'll do whatever it takes to get his team back in.
And occasionally it'll go down, man.
Yeah.
I think he'll get it one day.
Yeah. Excellent player, but the Bucks just don't have enough. I thought it was going to be a closer game 1, especially when Harden went down. I was a little nervous, but after watching that game, I don't see what kind of adjustments the Bucks can make, to be honest, to beat that team.
Right. It's the same kind of thing as with the Lakers and Phoenix, right? Like, you can't adjust to, man, they're making their shots and we can't.
Yeah. Yeah, Mikey. Yeah, Simmons posted videos of him shooting all off season, and whatever. That's for the Instagram, right?
That was to get y'all to stop asking him to shoot. He's like, see, I can do it.
Yeah.
Stop asking.
Now leave me alone.
Yeah.
Now leave me alone.
It's not part of my game.
Okay, so yeah, I think we covered. Everybody. Yeah, so I'm picking the Sixers. Obviously, I'm picking Brooklyn. And then in the West, it's Clippers and Utah. Yeah, Clippers. That one might go 7 games too, to be honest.
Clippers and Utah.
Yeah, I'm picking the Clippers.
So, but...
I don't think they're a championship caliber team, but they're a really tough team. Yeah, I think that might go 7. But Clippers, I got the Clippers and I got Phoenix. That's gonna be round 2.
I think that's gonna be a really, really entertaining conference finals, though.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah. Which comment are you looking at?
Hey man, the alphabet is special. I think he can do it. Yeah, I think so too. keeps working at it, he'll get a jumper.
Yeah. We'll see. Attitude Pop says Jose and Brodny, think about it. If Giannis gets a jump shot, yeah, that's exactly what Ferris was just saying. He'll be the greatest basketball player ever. I don't think so. Not the greatest ever.
Yeah.
KD and Kyrie are too special. Yep. Davon says Clippers in 6. Okay. Yeah. All right. Suns in 6. Okay. Cash Money can explode for 40.
Yeah, that one time.
Cash Money, is that Chris Middleton?
Yeah. And I don't even know that for a fact, but he spelled it with a KH, so I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Has to be.
King Bird says Clippers in 6. Okay. Yep. In 6. I think it's 7, but Clippers are going to win. If anything, Luka is LeBron 2.0. Dude average 40 in the game.
There's no LeBron 2.0, man.
Yeah, there is none. There is none. There are guys that might have a similar style, but there's not a second coming of LeBron in this league right now.
And there doesn't need to be. Like, Luka is going to be a phenomenal player in his own right. He doesn't have to be LeBron 2.0.
Yeah. It was either that or Baby Joe Johnson.
What? Who is Baby Joe Johnson?
Yeah, who is that?
Why would you want to be Baby Joe Johnson?
You know what Ferris is Googling names right now and just throwing names out there.
Like, I get when you call people Baby Jordan. I get getting that name applied to you, right? But Baby Joe Johnson, why?
Yeah.
The people watching basketball now, what, like 45% of them know who Joe Johnson is?
Yeah, I figure it's Chris Middleton. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, that's it, man. We just wanted to do a quick roundup of round 1 and kind of recap the couple of games that happened in round 2. We're going to be doing some more post-game shows. We didn't do a whole lot in the first round like we planned to, but second round, stakes are higher, and we'll be on top of these games a little bit more. Luka can't see LeBron. They need to stop the narrative. Yeah, Yeah, I agree, Kingbird. Excellent. Look, just let players be great. Let players grow. Let them be the players that they are. Not everybody can be the greatest.
Well, he's not going to have to see LeBron. LeBron's going to be out the league when he comes into his prime.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true.
I did see on Twitter some people saying he might already be better than Larry Bird. And I'm just like, why you got to do it like this? Why does it have to be like this? Just watch.
Yeah, I mean, he just started his career. I mean, already? No, I don't think already. I mean,
you got to accomplish something. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't ever actually win anything, it doesn't matter. You can't be better than Larry Bird without ever winning anything.
No, you can't. Even if you are, like, you can't get that title. Like,
no.
The NBA is about. I mean, it's about accomplishments.
Listen, let me talk about. At this point, moving forward, 2/3 of the league gets to the postseason. Okay, so just making the playoffs every year is not going to be something that you can point to. It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Yeah, it's easy to get to the postseason in the NBA.
Yeah, if you don't make it to the postseason, that just means you don't have any stars on your team.
Yeah.
Pretty much. If Luka doesn't get into shape, he won't be around long.
I don't think he's like in bad shape, but it's like, he's doing everything for Dallas. Like he is the entire offense. If they go out and get a reliable second scorer, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, but he does look like the type of person that, 6 months after he retires, he's gonna blow up to like 250 pounds. He looks like he's doing just enough to hold off that out of shape label. Just enough to say he kind of looks it, but he's going up and down the court just fine. Like he's not out of shape right now, but
he gonna work out this offseason and come back next year and we're gonna be like, oh my god, he was a freak athlete all along. He just wasn't trying.
Yeah. Oh, he called him Jay Cutler. I don't think he's Jay Cutler. Wow.
That's harsh.
Yeah, Jay Cutler didn't care. All right. Do we need to add anything before we go?
Yeah. Nobody doesn't care as much as a diabetic who goes out drinking all the time. Like, he's not Jay Cutler.
That's true. That's true. I don't know how many ways Jay Cutler could tell you that he didn't care. Oh, look who's here. Luka's not Jay Cutler. What's going on, Coach? Appreciate you coming through.
Coach?
Coach, man, we talked about Philly for a minute. If you have anything you want to put in the chat before we hop off, feel free. If you want to rant, get it off your chest. I'm still picking Philly to win. But that was a tough loss, right? Especially when Embiid is hurt. Like, you don't want to give away games. So I don't know. We'll see. LeBron James reminds you a lot of Magic Johnson with a better shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a better everything, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
He's saying Spider versus the fun guy is going to be fun to watch. Yeah, it should be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Spider Mitchell. Nobody really talking about Spider Mitchell. He's been kind of overlooked so far in the playoffs, but having a good postseason. Coach says he doesn't care about the false hustle with the comeback. Bring that same hustle for the next game. I got you, Coach. Yeah, look, I mean, it wasn't a fake hustle because they could have won that game, right? Mm-hmm. They could have won that game. Bring the same energy from start to finish. They get paid millions of dollars to do their job. # do better. I feel you, Coach. I feel you. All I can look at is Ben Simmons. Embiid left it all out there. Everybody did, but Ben Simmons, when I see 7 for 7, that means he didn't try.
Listen, you better shoot till you miss.
Yes, and shoot some more until you miss a lot.
If you're gonna finish perfect, you better be 23 for 23, man. You ain't getting out of that court with 7 attempts.
Ferris said, "I'll be only referring to basketball players by their nicknames in the playoffs." Yeah, we know. We see the trend here. Losing game 1 reminded me of the Clippers losing to Dallas in the bubble. Yeah, but they won that one. They won that series.
Yeah.
They lost they lost to Denver.
After being up 3-1.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike says Philly 4-1. I'm gonna say Philly. I'm gonna say Philly in 6 just because I just don't think they can go 7 games. Philly in 6. Coach, okay, I know you want to crush your team, but what do you have? Do you have Philly still winning, or do you have Atlanta winning? He said, I will say in closing, we are still playing, so I'll drop the mic. Okay. Let us know. Let us know. Do you still have Philly winning? I still have Philly winning the series.
Yeah, Hawks in 7. Trae Young don't get it done.
Boy. Embiid healthy, they will win. Well, they're not. He's not healthy.
You ever seen that?
Yeah.
You ever seen Embiid healthy?
Kingbird says Kawhi Leonard reminds him more of Michael Jordan than LeBron James. Who's comparing? Nobody's comparing Kawhi to LeBron. Hey, he does get that Michael Jordan comparison, though. Yeah.
He said Embiid's hurt, then no, they are not winning it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got them winning 6 games. I'm sticking to that until the next game. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. We will.
He's not healthy. He was limping around on the court. He scored 39, but he ain't healthy.
Yeah, that don't mean healthy. I mean, that means he's doing everything he can. He's saying that until next game they say, yeah, he can't go. Then you're like, oh.
I don't know why so many people do stuff like this. LOL, go Lakers. The Lakers are defending champions, man. What's Philly doing?
Yeah.
Listen, I told you in the bubble, you better call up somebody and unload Ben Simmons, or you're going to end up with Aaron Gordon. And guess what? He's not even available now. So who you want? Who you want for Ben?
He said Philly's playing.
Congrats.
I know. Yeah, actually the Lakers are in Cancun. Look, the Lakers, they'll be back, man. They're gonna make the necessary steps in the off season to get better, and I think they're gonna make another run. I think next year's gonna be LeBron's last year. I think this will be his last run. They're gonna really load up and send him off with his 5th ring. I think that's what we're gonna try to do. So,
All right, Coach. Man, thanks for coming through.
yeah, thank you for coming through. Thanks everybody for coming through. I don't know, maybe tomorrow because Brooklyn plays tomorrow, right?
I'm not sure. I think so.
We'll see. We don't make promises anymore. We just do these pop-up videos, and we appreciate you guys actually showing up because I didn't think anybody's going to show up to this. So
Yeah, they're playing tomorrow at 7:30, and then Nuggets Suns at 10. And don't forget, hey, we got Floyd and Logan Paul tonight. If you're into fake boxing,
yes. Hashtag LBHT crew. We're going to get this. Guys, keep a lookout on Patreon. I'm gonna post the link to our Discord server, our Discord server. So we're gonna be chatting up about the fights and games and all that stuff. And if you guys want to be a part of it, if you're not signed up to Patreon, right above me, patreon.com/LBHT show. If you got $3 to spare, as little as $3 a month, go ahead and sign up, man. You'll get your money's worth. We do the overtime show. Like I just mentioned, we're going to do the Discord. We're going to have fantasy football this coming season. And we're doing a Pick'ems league. And in fact, Coach right here, while Coach is here, Coach is the defending champion of our Pick'ems league. Oh, there he is right there. Look at that trophy. Look at that. Look at Coach. So Coach is the defending champ. So yeah, we're going to give away a trophy for the Fantasy Football League. It's our first time doing it. We're going to give away a championship belt. So lots of fun, man.
I'm very ashamed of my performance in the Pick'em League last year.
Me too, man. He crushed us. And also, we still have a few of these left. A few, because you guys really like these coins, man. You really like them. For the $10 tier, if you sign up, you get one of these. All right. Nice shiny coin. And they're almost gone. Once they're gone, they're gone. We're going to have something else for the $10 tier, but it won't be those. Okay. So make sure you sign up. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Davon got one. Ferris got one. Okay. Get you one. Okay. But all right, that's about it. You got anything else before we sign off, B?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, like I said, Lakers are home, so who cares? Yeah.
Eric L got one too. He said he loves his coin. Yeah, thank you. And Eric L has been really supporting us. Eric, man, I don't know who you are, but thank you, bro. Like, yes. We really appreciate the support you've been giving us, man. Thank you. Thank all of you, man, because even like I said, I ain't expecting anybody to show up to this live stream. I mean, it came out of nowhere. We always promise that we're going to do something, and we don't do it. And then when we do it, it's just kind of out of nowhere.
True. That's not true. All right. Like, we just did an Old Man Gamers video today. All right. We're keeping promises.
Yeah. We're trying to do better. Okay. Hashtag do better. All right, y'all. We're out of here. Have a good night. Watch that Mayweather fight, and we're going to talk about it on Wednesday. Yeah, for free. Don't pay for free. All right. Find a way. Hashtag find a way. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Peace out.